I met a gypsy.
I think, unofficially, another rider there next year will elevate the team in a way. Chase
Who's that?
Chase demands a
Wait,
lot.
what?
Breaking. Chase demands a lot.
You heard it here first, guys. Chase Sexton to KTM.
Right here on Gypsy Tales. You heard it here. But he demanded a lot from us, and we stepped up for him. He demanded a lot of KTM. There was different parts on that bike that have never been on that bike. So I can't imagine.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that it's going to be different at Kawasaki. I think that they'll rise to the occasion. But we'll see. I mean, that's what makes racing so fun is all these variables that we sit around and talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Man, next year, wild.
yeah.
When was the last time there was an off-season like this?
I don't know. Even when like Coop went to KTM or something like that,
It just didn't feel like
didn't
this,
feel
did
that
it?
big a deal. I mean, the Tomac thing to Cowie to Yamaha
Star.
was kind of big, but it was kind of like, oh, he's going to reinvent himself. The Sexton one is kind of strange. Like, it seems like he's riding that bike pretty well and seems happy. And so, yeah, the mix-ups are different this time around for sure.
Yeah, insane. What do you make of Chase going to Cowie? Do you ride all of the stock bikes as a test rider?
I mean, I think it's pretty common knowledge that we all do,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
Yeah. I mean, that's part of, I would assume, everyone's process.
Yeah, I know
in
other guys
development.
do, but
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you've got an idea of like what that bike is and how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you like? It's a massive change from KTM.
From KTM for sure. Yeah.
Maybe not the craziest change from Honda.
Yeah, I mean, all the Japanese bikes definitely have a
Similar characteristic.
character, and I mean, they're all relatively close in a way. So even like down to the mathematics of
Millimeter.
it all, it's like it's
Yeah.
very, very close. Where in the KTM group is like surprisingly close too, but they all feel different, and so I don't know. I don't think for me the production bikes are close enough. I think that if your personnel is right, you'll figure it out. I think in times in the past in the Honda, our bike wasn't winning shootouts in a lot of ways, and Jet was perfect on it in the outdoors. So I think if your team works hard, they put their heads together. You have your engineers helping on that side of things that can really give you valuable information. I think if everyone puts their heads together, it's really up to the people doing it. Yeah, we have certain hangups with production rules, but if you put in the hours, I think you can figure it out.
Yeah, well, I think you guys are a pretty prime example of that, right? Like A1, the bike looked so bad.
Yeah.
And that's not a reflection of Honda. That's a reflection of these two Muppets went and spent all off season in completely different countries, which was awesome for them. But
Yeah.
I don't know that they expected to be in the hole that they were with the bike. So you have that, right? And then by the end of the season, the thing is just unreal.
Yeah, overall pretty happy right now too. So
And then Parla was nowhere near as bad as what the bike looked like at A1.
Yep.
But, I mean, the bike wasn't amazing. Like, you could definitely tell that Jet was, like, really riding around the bike. And
Yep.
Hunter was as well.
Yep.
I mean, to both be on the podium was wild. But, dude, Moto 2 at Millville, Hunter Lawrence's bike,
Yeah.
might have been the best handling motorcycle I've ever seen in my entire life, bar none.
Yeah.
That was insane, dude.
Yeah, it's this last off season was tough.
You're just like, don't take me there.
And it was scary.
It was dark.
It was I think what happened is we had this new bike and we all hopped on it and we were like, wow, it's so much better.
Were you wearing rose-colored glasses while you were riding it?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
To this day, I mean, I've heard, a couple people say, oh, the 24 is better than, I think there's a privateer that's like back on 24 or something.
I think the 25 is better, personally.
For me, it's hands down,
Yeah.
not even close.
Especially when you put a set of those race cups in it. You guys would obviously have different ones.
Yeah, it kicks it out a little bit.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, game changer,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I've got a production 450 at the moment.
Yep.
And rode it, like, I've never really done, like, back-to-backing, right? But I rode it just completely stock. Then the track was way worse. It was, like, hours later by the time we got these cups in it. Bike was 1,000% better, and it turned into like a really, really, really nice bike with just that one change.
Yeah.
And so I think that the 25 is better, for at least for my own feelings,
For me, our whole development team, we've got test riders in the US, test riders in Japan. I mean, across the board, it was like
everyone.
It was not even a question, right? So I think we all hopped on it. Maybe we expected too much out of it.
Yeah.
I think what we expected, in my own perception, is that, hey, no problem. The boys go do all their things. Like, we'll have this thing sorted in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we had new Showa parts. We probably had, I think I went through all of them. It must have been 11 new Showa parts.
And is that like mid valves?
Obviously I can't get too far into it, but suspension components.
So stuff for inside the suspension.
Yeah, different theory, different ideas. Hey, we had this complaint from last year. Hey, we have this new part to try to help that. And so we had a lot of new theory, right? New bike, new theory. To me, it was like not enough time. And we didn't, in my opinion, we didn't stop soon enough with some of the new parts. Because some of them weren't ready, right? Like, hey, thank you. This is great. I think the theory's there. Let's continue to develop that. Come back to us later. I think would have been a more proper response. I think we stayed a little too long, tried a little too hard on some things. And then I think it just got us lost.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what you saw at Anaheim, was kind of a bike that was lost. But I mean, I think, like my comment about a race team, that if your race team is good enough, they can respond to that.
Yes.
And so I mean, that's not to like sit here and toot my horn. I'm really tooting the horn of our team,
it's a group,
and I think that's why we've done well, is everyone is really pulled in the same direction.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.